The clash between Dame Dash and Camron just sparked up again, and this time, it's hitting way too personal. To Dame, this ain't about business, it's straight up disrespect.
I have things that I want to say, and I think I want to talk clearly. You know, Cam has been talking a lot. Sometimes it's complimentary, but a lot of times there's things that I don't think that we should be speaking about publicly. Like, I haven't called him a lot, but when I did call, he doesn't pick up. And I think he's publicly said he doesn't pick up my calls because he can't win this argument with me or, you know, over, I don't know. But I do want to give him some advice because I haven't been able to talk to him. So this isn't the Cam that I know or co-sign. Number one, talking about another man's pockets, that's just not the most masculine thing to do.
He went at Cam hard, saying, real men handle their problems face to face, not by ducking behind a podcast or cutting slick side deals with family. It all traces back to that paid in full drama.
Dame would be set for life if he knew how to manage his money. He made more than enough money not to work no more. But he want to keep hustling, and I dig it. It's in him, pause. That's just something he want to do. But when it's not working out,
to me, it's coward shit.
I would love to do the things Dame did. Fly private for 5 years straight. Buy 2 mansions in London. You got a mansion in London just for your niggas and then a personal mansion in London for something else or renting them or whatever. You just got mansions in London. We not even from London. I would love to have 2 lofts in Tribeca right around the corner for each other. $20,000 for this loft, $20,000 for that loft around the corner. So you got $40,000 a month for just lofts, airfare, flying everywhere. I would have loved to have the biggest mansion in Alpine, New Jersey. Dame is the only nigga that I ever seen to this day with a urinal in their house. Yet, he got a urinal in his house.
Talking about other people, especially when they're not in the room.
You go to Dame house, yo, you know these walls are made out of museum walls, right? This is the same shit they use in the museum. This ain't regular house walls. They made museums out. This is museum walls and shit. Bro, if you live like that, you gotta keep hustling. You can't buy all that shit and spend all that money and then be like, I shouldn't have to work anymore. I have no 2 mansions in London. I ain't fly private every day for 6, 7, 8, 9 years. I ain't no damn urinal. This all the shit you was spending your money on. I'm just good budgeting money, thank God.
For me, if you have something to say, you don't go on a television show and speak on it. You give them the respect of calling them.
Me and Dame got to an argument one time. I said, yo, we was going back and forth about some shit. Oh yeah, it was about Kanye house. He said, yeah, I just left Kanye house. He got horse shit, you got dog shit in your house. I'm like, hey. I'm like, okay, what's this about? Yeah, I'm just saying you ain't getting it like that. I'm like, dang, where are we going with this? He's talking about, I'm just saying, nigga, it took me 35 minutes from the driveway to get up to his house. I said, oh, dang, right, no problem. He said, you live in a little house. I said, Dave, you never been to all my houses. I said, Dave, my crib in Florida is 9,000 square feet. Well, that's still little. That's a little house. 9,000 square feet, okay. Out of here, you ain't doing this, doing that. I said, Dave, I own all my houses. You don't own any of your houses. He said, yeah, who wanna own a house in a recession? I said, that's the time to own them.
Anyone can sound articulate and tough or confident when no one's there to challenge them. I just wish that we could have a conversation so that the things that you're saying so confidently, I could give you the right advice about your perspective on them. Like, I would never think that the Cam I knew would use his platform to sit with his old ops and talk about his brothers. Also, you're talking to Memphis Bleak on your platform about the presidency of Rockefeller. Number one, it was the vice presidency that we spoke about. But all we did was have a conversation between someone that I respected to be able to have a real conversation with. Until I got to talk to the rest of my crew about it, it's just called talking ideas. Where I'm from, it's not thorough to have a really private conversation and go to the radio and tell everybody before everyone else knows.
So Bleak, keep it 100. Keep it 100.
Yeah.
Cause I felt the little tension or whatever. But what was the vibe when he said, yo, I announced it, J. Cho, I think I'm gonna make Cam the president of Rockefeller.
That's where the hate came.
That's where it
Like,
left. That's
like, what? Wait, what just happened? Like, Well, homie, he did his thing, but president of Rockefeller? Are you kidding me?
And now you're saying something about the presidency, which is not true. Sitting with people that you used to disrespect daily, at least that's what I used to see, laughing about the fact that you misspoke, not caring about how much damage that caused to Rockefeller. Memphis Bleak told you that started everything. That's not some Harlem shit. That's some young. So now that I'm seeing how you're laughing at it, I'm wondering if you did it on purpose. And then you attack my art.
Dame got a movie called Honor Up. He's shooting it on 125th and 12th Avenue. I tell him I'm about to go to Jersey. Yo, stop by the set real quick. Stop by the set, show some love real quick. It's like 3 degrees outside. I'm like, I bet. All right, I'll stop by for a minute. Get over there. I'm telling everybody what's up, we freezing. I'm with Juju, mind you. Juju was my girl at the time, with Juju. Me and Juju freezing. Hey, what's up, everybody? Now go in the trailer. So we go in the trailer till Dame finish shooting this scene. Dame comes over, yo, get Cam a fur. You in the next scene, Cam. Get a fur. Hold the fuck on. Get a fur. Nah, I just came support. Nah, I need you to do this scene. Dame, I didn't come here and do no scene. Oh, Juju here? Get Juju a fur. Get a fur. Both of them, they gonna put them in the nigga scene, the bitch scene. I said, Dame, I don't wanna be in this movie. Oh, you gonna do me like that? Pause. That's what you gonna do? Word, you serious? Now the guilt trips on me. All I want you to do is one little scene. Fine, Dame. Fine. Now, Juju, you know how you look. Juju looking at me. You know how you look at when you with somebody. You looking like movie. I didn't know I was gonna be in a movie. Me with this nigga. Now Juju got to go do a scene with the fur on and everything. We was planning on going home and just chilling. Now we in the scene. It's no lines. Yo, just talk and figure it out, everybody. Just talk some shit. Just figure it out. Now we sitting there acting like we talking. I'm cold. Juju got to do her scene. We go back to the trailer. We trying to rush out of there. Before we get out of here, we did this scene for this movie. We have no idea what the movie's about nothing. Dame like, yo, tomorrow I need you in peak skill. No. Dame, no. No, I'm not coming to peak skill. I need you to, yo, how you gonna do this scene? And I need you, man, you gonna f the movie up if you don't come do the scene in peak skill. That's crazy. Dang, come on, Kim, it's a 50-minute ride up there, yo, just. Now the next day, he calling me 6 in the morning. Yo, we shooting in 2-3 hours. Come on, get up here. Me and Juju in the hotel like, what? How do we get hit to peak skill? We don't have no lines again. Yo, just talk some shit. These my bars. I'm in this spitting freestyle and there's no lines. Stacey Dash is in the movie. Stacey Dash turned around and said, you don't know what the hell you're doing, do you? So Dame is shooting the movie. Scene 1, he's shooting it in scene 1 location. Scene 2, he's shooting in scene 2 location. Scene 3, he's shooting scene 3. And I like Dame, and don't go like that. If scene 1, scene 10, scene 27, scene 32 is all in this one location, you shoot them all here. You don't shoot scene 1 and then gotta go 9 other places and come back on scene 10 to shoot scene 1. You're wasting money. And then when the movie over, he spent $1 million. I said, Dame, you have to spend that much. He said, yeah, you're right, but I had to learn my way. I said, okay. You know what, you're right. I don't like Honor Up. I'm being honest with you. I don't like the movie. I don't like it. That's why I ain't promote it. You know why I ain't promote it? Because I was in Dame house, I seen it 900 times. He did mad edits on the movie. The nigga Flow Money, shout out to Flow Money, he from Harlem. Flow Money's a cop. He's locking somebody up in the shit. Then when they get to jail, he's a prisoner in the jail. Yo, what the fuck? The fuck, bro? Promote it. I'm saving you by not promoting it. Shit was nasty. You my man. I ain't gonna let you go outside like that. All them other niggas who let you go outside like that, they ain't your man. I just had this convo with the Murder, and because Murder, and I'm not saying guarantee nothing, but Murder got some fire. I'm talking about bars. Murder got some, his songs is ridiculous. He like, this crazy. I said, Murder, this crazy. If it wasn't, you my man, I ain't gonna let you go outside not looking fresh. If your sneakers look crazy, if you got your shirt, the collar ain't right, I ain't gonna let you go outside like that. And that's how I felt with this movie with Dame. So if you didn't see me promote it, I didn't want him outside like that.
So I have to address it. You gave an opinion on my art, I'm gonna give an opinion on yours. Since Rockefeller, I haven't seen you make a hit record. And to the extent that you're no longer, rapping. So I always wondered about that. I'd be like, I don't understand why you're not putting out these records like you used to. The reason why you're saying you didn't promote Honor Up is because, I don't know, for the clip I saw, you were saying because I threw you in a scene or you came to visit. We spoke about Honor Up. You did come in the scene, pause. But we also did a lot, you showed up 3 or 4 times to do a lot of other scenes, which you did. And at the time, you were telling me that you wanted to make sure that Juju was expanding her brand. So I thought I was doing you a favor. And I don't remember any of this, just get in and freestyle and all that. Maybe it might have happened one day, but again, when would I ever come to a video set of yours and not jump in the video? What I do remember is you did show up a couple of times. You were late every time, which fucked up my schedule, so I had to freestyle a lot. But, I still was appreciative. But I put up $1 million. So to put that in perspective, I've heard you talk about you put up $200,000 for your show. I put up $1 million. And now you're going to say this was whack. But number one, again, I haven't seen you make a hit record since Rockefeller to the extent that you're doing a different profession. So I'd like to see you make a hit record because this is what I imagined you at this time, not just performing your old versions of your records. But also, I haven't seen you in a hit movie or TV show or anything other than interviewing people since Paid in Full. So you're a person that makes movies a lot, but no one hears about them because they're terrible. But I would still promote them. Tell me some other movie, another movie where they said you were a good actor. So you haven't made a hit record without the last hit record. Besides, it was made a hit record with you, and I made a hit record with you. But you never made a hit record on your own. But I'm not knocking it, but I don't know how you're going to judge my art. I just think that's, just because you have a platform, it doesn't mean now you start judging the people that have helped you. The Dipset clothes that you wear, I started the Dipset clothing line. We were supposed to be partners in that, but you went around and did it without me after we started. Remember we did the jerseys and I did the activations at Poppington Gallery? And do you remember me getting people to make and manufacture? And you haven't even sent me a sweatshirt. But I did start the clothing, but we could go clothing line as well. So again, this is the advice I would give you if I could talk to you, but I'm just noticing that every person that you have a problem with is black. And you talk about them when they're not in the room, and that's just not Harlem shit. You supposed to step to somebody and challenge them in their face, pause. It's like, if I smack somebody, I gotta see if they're gonna smack back, punch back, whatever comes with it. But like if I'm in another room and I smack the camera, that's not tough. For some reason, people justify I'm a journalist now, so I can interview male strippers and I could, be in other people's business. We didn't respect journalists that did that. That's a choice to be a journalist, but you're not a civilian. Think about all the people that used to talk about us in journalism and do corny shit that we used to laugh at. No disrespect, but we never respected Elliot because he's not in music, because he was talking about people. Just because you're a journalist doesn't mean you have that you can do things that you might find corny or immoral, but these are funny things.
Ever since 50 Cent announced he's producing a new series based on the cult classic, the tension's been boiling. Camron got tied to the project, while Dame feels like he's being pushed out of something he helped build from scratch. Instead of celebrating the win, the two OGs are throwing jabs online, digging up old scars and putting them right back in the spotlight. Dame's message is clear: loyalty, and respect gotta come before the cameras. But Camron, he's brushing it off, pushing his show, and laughing like the smoke don't faze him. With this type of energy, the streets already know this beef is far from done, and it could get way messier. Dame didn't just stop at calling Camron out, he doubled down. He reminded everybody that when Paid in Full first came together, it was his grind, his vision, and his money that made it happen. Dame saying Cam wouldn't even be eating off that classic if it wasn't for him opening doors back then. Now, with 50 Cent running the reboot, Dame feels like history's being rewritten, and his name is being left out on purpose. Camron, though, he's playing it cool, cracking jokes like Dame's just bitter about not being included. He even threw shade by telling fans the new series is gonna be bigger and better without any old drama holding it back. But Dame ain't laughing, he's heated. He wants credit, respect, and his slice of the legacy. The tension is spilling fast, and fans are split. Some siding with Dame, saying he deserves his flowers for putting the story on the map, while others ride with Cam, claiming he's the only one keeping it alive today. One thing's for sure, this ain't dying down anytime soon. Now here's where it gets even spicier. 50 Cent's name is right in the middle of this storm. Once he announced he was producing the Paid in Full series, he became the silent trigger, pulling all these old grudges back out. You already know Fifth thrives on drama, so he's letting Dame and Cam air each other out while his project builds hype for free. Smart move or messy play, depends on who you ask. People online are saying 50 purposely lined this up, knowing Dame and Cam got history, and that heat would only fuel the spotlight around his show. Dame clearly feels betrayed, like 50 should have called him first since he laid the foundation. But Camron, he's standing tall, showing off set photos and promo clips, making it clear the train's moving with or without Dame's blessing. The streets are buzzing heavy, asking, will Dame crash the rollout, or will 50 use all this chaos to make the series a blockbuster? Dame's frustration hit another level when he started dropping receipts, claiming he's the one who put real money and sweat into turning Paid in Full from just a hood tale into a timeless classic. He blasted the industry for always trying to erase him, saying too many people got rich off his ideas while he gets painted as the villain. Dame made it clear, he's not just fighting for credit, he's fighting for his legacy. Camron, meanwhile, is brushing it all off, flexing his role in the new project and clowning like Dame is stuck in the past. He even hinted that Dame should move on and stop blocking progress. That jab didn't sit well with fans who know Dame don't let disrespect slide, especially not when it's tied to money and loyalty. Now everybody's watching closely, wondering if this is about to explode into something bigger. Will Dame pull strings to shut down Cam's involvement, or will he step into the spotlight himself and air out even deeper secrets? What's wild is how deep the history runs between Dame and Camron. Back in the early 2000s, Dame was the one who pushed Cam heavy at Roc-A-Fella, giving him the shine and power moves that helped solidify Dipset. That's why this beef cuts different. Dame feels like he built Cam up, and now Cam is cashing in without looking back. To Dame, that's not just business, that's betrayal. On the flip side, Camron's acting like he owes Dame nothing. He's telling people he carved his own lane, paid his own dues, and that the Paid in Full reboot is his chance to finally get the spotlight without anyone else trying to control the narrative. That confidence is only adding fuel to the fire. Fans are already debating nonstop. Was Cam disloyal for not bringing Dame in, or is Dame just salty watching his old moves pay off for somebody else? Either way, the drama just keeps stacking higher. At this point, the whole situation is bigger than just a TV series. It's about pride, respect, and unfinished business. Dame Dash is making it clear he won't be erased from a story he helped shape, while Camron is standing firm, showing he doesn't need Dame's cosign to make waves today. And with 50 Cent in the middle, you already know the drama is only going to keep bubbling louder. The crazy part, this beef feels like it's only in the opening chapters. If Dame decides to spill more receipts or expose behind the scenes details, things could flip real quick. But if Cam keeps pushing forward and the series pops, it might leave Dame looking like the one stuck in the past. Either way, this ain't ending clean. Somebody's reputation is about to take a major hit. And if you want to stay locked in while this plays out, make sure you subscribe to Dripzine, share this video, drop a comment, and hit that like button. We got all the heat coming your way.